Hi. Oh, hello. Hi, my name is Michelle. This is Actuarial, my actuarial YouTube channel. And in my previous video, I let you guys know that I was going to be taking 6 months off of work. Happy to report that I'm 2.5 weeks into not working, and I just have to say, I love it. It is so nice not working. It is so nice not feeling that existential dread, not feeling that, I don't want to do it in the morning. It is lovely. I have been going on walks, I have been exercising, I've been reading, I've been doodling. It's been so lovely. But today I wanted to answer a question that I got on my previous video, which was asking about what my savings rate is, because obviously someone with a lower income might not be able to save the same volume of money, but if they can target a comparable savings rate, then maybe they could do something like this too. I recognize that being able to afford 6 months unpaid is absolutely a luxury and a privilege, and I am so grateful that I got to do this. So I went through the exercise because I was curious. I didn't even know what my savings rate is, even though I do track my finances closely-ish. I was surprised at how high my saving rate had been for a couple years. 2022, completely different story. I'll tell you right now, I had a lot of big expenses in 2022. I bought a MacBook Pro, I bought a new mattress, I got a trip to Costa Rica, I booked a bunch of trips that I'm going to be doing on my leave of absence, which include Mexico, Bali, Vietnam, so I had a lot of expenses that ate up a lot of my savings. But in 2019, 2020, and 2021, I saved a lot proportionally. So let's talk about it from two different perspectives. The first thing that I did is I looked at my pay stubs. I have some forced savings at work that I honestly don't even think about in my regular everyday budgeting, but it is interesting to learn. The two ways that I'm forced to save my money are: one, I pay 9% of my income into a defined benefit pension plan, which is, if you don't know about pensions, the kind of pensions that they're getting rid of. So it's kind of a luxury to be able to have a defined benefit pension plan. 9% of my salary goes into there. And the next way that I do it is I put 10% of my money into shares of the company. The reason why I put 10% of my money in shares of the company is because A, the company will match it at 50%. So I put in 10% of my salary and they put in an additional 5%. So it's like a 5% bonus. And I do believe that the company will continue to grow. So if I put in money today, it'll be worth more in the future. It is an undiversified investment because I am putting a large amount of money into the company that also pays my salary, so it makes me quite undiversified in that area, but I have enough savings elsewhere and enough money invested elsewhere that I don't feel overly concerned about being too leveraged in this single company. So right off the top, before money ever hits my bank account, I'm already losing that 19%. I also pay taxes, I have some other deductions, some charitable donations that get taken off. So I did the math. In 2019, I got a little over 50%. In 2020, I got about 49%. And in 2021, I got about 48% of my income was deposited into my bank account. Some of it going to forced savings, some of it going to taxes and other expenses. So already we're talking at about half my money gone. The next thing that I did was I looked at my Mint app. Not a sponsor, although if they would like to sponsor me, go ahead, I recommend them to everyone. I love Mint. I started using Mint when my ex-boyfriend moved out, and I went from having to pay half the rent to the entire rent, and I was like, oh, that's a lot of extra money that needs to be allocated here. I want to see where the rest of my spending is going so that I can properly reallocate money. And it's so easy. I just link all of my accounts to Mint, and then it categorizes my spending and it tells me where I'm spending a lot more or a lot less. But what's fun is that it also shows me how much money is coming in and how much money is going out. So my Mint app is only going to see the 50% of the money that's coming from my pay, but it's also going to have my other streams of income, such as YouTube. Because if you don't know, I'll probably make like $3 off of this video. So thank you for watching, thank you for thumbsing, thank you for commenting and helping me get that $3. So looking at the money that came in versus looking at the money that came out, in 2019, I saved 51%. In 2020, I saved 51%, and in 2021 I saved 55% of my income that made it to my bank account, which I think is pretty wild. I did not realize that I was that frugal, and my goal was not necessarily to be that frugal. One of my main priorities in life is definitely to be set up for retirement and to be able to retire early, not necessarily FIRE, not necessarily at 40. I'm definitely not working towards being FIRE at 40 in a world where I'm kind of semi-retired right now. Not semi-retired, like temporarily retired right now. My goal is not to go to the grave with a ton of money, but my goal is to have enough money that I feel comfortable doing whatever it is that I need to do. I am in the absolute privileged position that if I want to buy myself a new MacBook Pro, I don't have to save up for it, I got the money for it. And this comes from a lot of places. The fact that my university was so inexpensive and I got to live with my parents until I was 25. I don't recommend that, but it did save me a lot of money. The fact that I have a high paying income, the fact that I didn't have student debt, the fact that I have no medical debt, the fact that I can afford this apartment, like it's all, I understand that this isn't possible for a lot of people. I get it. I don't lead a life of a lot of luxuries. I sometimes have a lot of wants, and then I limit myself to, okay, which wants do I want the most? And then I get those ones. If I put all my wants on a list and I bought everything I wanted, barring like a house or something huge, I could probably buy all the physical things I wanted. I could probably get them for under $10,000, which I know is a lot of money for some people, but I don't have wants for things like a $15,000 purse. You know, like I'm happy with a $30 purse. I'd be happier if it was the same purse for $20, but inflation. In 2022, like I mentioned, my spending went up quite significantly because I did have a lot of those larger purchases, also because of inflation. Inflation is no joke. Groceries are much more expensive. It is wild, and I feel so blessed. To be clear, I'm saving 50% of the money that is coming into my bank account, which is 50% of my gross salary, so about like 25% I'm saving in my budgeting, with another like 24% that's being saved at the top. So again, I'm saving like 50%. That isn't necessarily the goal, but I'm very glad that I did it, and now I'm taking a little bit of time to enjoy the riches, because life is meant for living, and I'm just really grateful and happy, and I have some really fun adventures coming up. Will I make vlogs about it? Probably not, but maybe. We all understand that I make YouTube videos once every never, but maybe I'll make more videos. Probably not, but maybe. And if you do want to see what's going on, my personal Instagram is probably the best place to see it. If you want to interact with me, in the comments below or at actuarial, my Instagram page. I answer some of the DMs, not all of the DMs, but I do Q&As as well over there. Thank you for liking and watching and subscribing and being here, and thank you for calling. Bye.